So we just came out here to move the cows here. It's late morning, their second move of the morning. But this area right here where I'm at right now, you can see where the wire is. You can see this area. You can see all this brush and stuff up in here behind me. But I made the cows spend the night in this area here. It's probably, they could go down in this draw too for the night. Just let them, you know, kind of flash graze that for one evening or whatever you want to say. Get what they could out of there and hopefully stimulate some growth. But this area out in here that was all brushy and grown up in forbs, and there was a bunch of elderberry bushes and stuff in here too, and they worked a bunch of this grass and stuff down. Like I say, you can see the difference between one side of the fence here and the other, but they had got some good impact on it and got it manured and fertilized pretty decent throughout it. But they got some good carbon down on the soil too, so got some good litter down there. Hopefully that'll help stimulate some biology and help to get some more diversity in the plant species and stuff in here and grow some better grass for the next time around. They are, I moved them this morning to the other side of this barbed wire fence. This barbed wire fence is kind of one of those interior dividers that's more in the way and kind of hinders your animal movement and management. But anyway, they were along that fence, moved them out here. There's a big washout coming down through here where that tree is under that fence. Actually, a couple of those posts are just kind of hanging there. I think the soil's, I'll walk over here, I think the soil's completely gone around the one. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but the bottom of the post is right there where it's out of the ground. So the washout's another about 3 foot there in the middle of it, about another 3 foot deeper. But when we got here this spring, though, from having continuous grazing on it, these banks and everything were just bare on this, and they were really eroding. And from letting it sit, it's sat all season until now, and the cattle are just going to be in here for a little bit. It's starting to revegetate on the banks and stuff a little bit. So hopefully, in time, we can kind of heal that area up. I'd like to fill it in with some soil too, but anyway, now the cows have moved out into this area over here, and they can graze from here going on up to about those trees. And then once they get up there, there's a set of gates, and we can bring them back in on the opposite side of this ravine here again, because there's not really a good place for them to try to cross this, and it goes down into a ditch in these trees. So anyway, we'll bring them back along this other side of this fence, and that's what I mean by that fence is kind of an interior fence that's in the way of good management. So we'll have to bring them back up in along here, and that'll probably confuse them a little bit why they're coming back this way, and then have to go back down to those other gates to get out of there. But in time, that fence will come out. So anyway, they'll come in here, graze this other area between this permanent fence and these trees, going all the way down there to those trees in the distance. There's a pretty good chunk down in there, and once we get down there about halfway, there's not as good a forage and stuff in there. Hopefully there's enough that we can keep them in there for a little while and try to get them to trample some of that stuff down onto the surface, get some litter on the surface, and hopefully get some impact. So anyway, that's just a little bit of what we're doing here today. Everybody have a good day.